trees, not traffic.
And people think country living is simple.
We've still got a call for the clickers. The clickers done about, please.
It's a little bit country and a little bit of rock and roll.
Hello, I'm Lisa Murray, Met Service meteorologist, and I'm here with your weather for Wellington on Saturday. We do have a feature moving up the country that's going to bring a few showers with it just as it pushes through. This is early in the morning and sits around midday up over that Palmerston North region. So a few showers here, you can see the symbols, but really they're quite short-lived. So they'll come through quite quickly, dry up behind it, though they may linger across this region, especially the cloud around that Palmerston North, Levin kind of area. Temperatures are pretty good though, but look, through the week they are starting to cool, and the reason for this is although we do have a bit of cloudy periods around for the weekend, into next week there is a feature moving onto the country. It's going to bring a southerly change, some cooler temperatures there, rain for a time, easing to showers, and a few of those showers lingering into Wednesday. For the latest forecast, do check metservice.com.
Position as it always does. Judges ready, shearers on your marks, get set, go. So Norm, we've got 6 fleeces to handle, and the shearers will be doing 3 each. So that'll be quite interesting. Young farmers, of course, is very, very strong. It has been stronger, let's can't deny that, but still strong through the rural industry where it's a group that they get round and just a bit like farm discussion groups, okay? And you can discuss your problems of droughts or wetness or a tough spring or innovations, new ideas of solar power, whatever it might be. It's a good group, and you can bit of networking and a problem shared, problem halved, all those sorts of things, because it can be a bit tough on the old farm sometimes. It's a lonely old place. Normally you're working on your own, especially in sheep and beef, and it's a way out to go and have a catch up and meet some neighbours, and of course, you know, keep that community spirit going, which the rural districts basically survive on. So we're just rolling into our first one here, Norma. We're just going to get them ticking round to the first long blow. Hopefully, I presume these shearers will start dividing themselves apart to make it easier for their own wool handlers.
Oh, no doubt they would have. They'll have a game plan in mind, I think, Gerald. One shearer will go a bit quicker, and the wool handlers, one will be throwing and one will be staying on the board and things like that. So New Zealand Young Farmers, proudly sponsored by Coopers, ladies and gentlemen. A big thanks to Coopers for their support of this event. Straight final, so all these competitors guaranteed one of the Young Farmers ribbons. And I think Young Farmers might have been the catalyst for getting the Golden Shears going many, many years ago. So we have a fleece on the table, another one coming on there. On table number 1, the Martin team. It's showing Logan Kamura, I think, working his way around the top end of the fleece into the neck area. Shearers, Jimmy Samuels just coming down the last side. Just have a look, see where the wool handlers are, because it is crucial they all work as a team. Nice throw on table 2 there. The Wairarapa team is on fire. Shearers just working away quietly. Aaron Bell at stand 3 steps up. The neck opens it up. Sarah Higgins on the table. The other wool handler on the board. Oh, another good throw there. Gerald on table number 1. They're working well together as teams, these guys. They must have had a reasonable amount of practice over the last wee while. Table's clear down on table number 3, but they won't be far away from there. It is a fleece coming up to the side of the table, drops it on there, nothing overhanging. Wouldn't have lost many points on that. Fast and Furious is the name of the game here. Roll up time on table number 1, the Masterton team. The Wairarapa team's table is clear, ready for another fleece to drop. Won't be too far away and it'll be on there. And the Balance Club, where'd you say the Balance Club was from, Richard? Gerald, rather? Where's the Balance Club from?
Oh, I've forgotten now, Norm, you know that? Got a bit going on in my mind there.
Oh, it was a long time ago when you asked.
It was a few minutes ago now. I've had a drink since then. Woodful, thank you. Woodful it is.
There you go, Woodful.
There you go. Right down, the bit of chatter going down on the front stand here. Jimmy Samuels on the front stand, trying to hold the pace back, thinking I just can't let loose at the moment. It'll be no good for the wool handlers. Couple young wool handlers here. Look at this young fella. He's going to start wrapping this up, getting a bit of a call from his mate in the Masterton team. Reach over the young fella, get hold of that fleece. The Wairarapa team. We must have some people from the Wairarapa in the stadium this morning, I'm sure. Here we go, on the front stand. A wee roll out. That's all right, mate. That's all right. You did well. That's it. Looking, looking, looking. Use your eyes to look. Fingers to pull. That's the go. In the middle stand there, Wairarapa. It's not well in the faraway table. Sitting there free at this stage. The shearers have decided just to give the wool handlers plenty of time to get everything organised, and the fleece starts coming free now. That'll be fleece 3 handled when it hits the table. Here's Jimmy Samuels now, finishing his one, leaving that little gap. Bit of dancing going on now. Jiggity jib. Dancing from one to the other. All under the watchful eye of the judges. On the table, on the board. Oh, you're happy with that one. The Masterton team's pulled out a little beauty. Round he goes, up to the head wall. They're getting into those big hands and fingers, just pulling those little wee brown stain bits out, rolling it over towards him, leaning over. The Balance Club from Woodful, they're in for a throw, little bit of bunching at the top. It's now, this is all new now, Norm, because I wouldn't say they've practiced this too much. There could be a wee bit of knocking into each other and dancing around, a bit of double handling. As the Masterton team makes their way back. The belly wool's sitting there, the young fella goes to that. He says, yes, there's a bit of brisket wool there that needs to come off. Onto the broom they go, a wee bit of housekeeping. Couple guys on the broom, got that done. There we go, just about a collision just then. Oh, she's all high-paced stuff, Norm.
Certainly is, Gerald. She's all action, but this is what happens in the wool shed day in and day out. The wool handlers working furiously to keep up with the shearers. The better shearing the sheep are, the faster they're going to go. So not a bad sort of a throw from the young fella there. He doesn't look too old, this young guy, but tender in years. But he looks like he knows what he's doing, this young fella. He's got a wee bit of experience here somewhere along the line. Good on him. This is the Masterton team on table number 1, and the girls in the middle, the Wairarapa team, away they go. And up with the broom, down the far side, the Balance Club from Woodville, sweeping under the table, just minimising the time the clean-up's going to take for them. They do a wee bit as they go. It's not going to take them quite so long. There will be a sealed time, I suppose. Same as any other wool handling event. Oops. One more fleece left for the Masterton team, and it's dropped, so it's going to go on the table. The Wairarapa team shearers are finished. Last sheep for Laura and Tegwin Bradley. Tegwin just out the hole with that one. Fleeces on the table, one on the skirt, one on the clean-up. Laura Bradley down the last side, she rolls. Another couple of shots and that sheep will disappear out to the judges as well, because it is a team event. The sheep are judged as well as the wool handling. Roll up time on table number 1. Table 2's in the basket. Table 3's in the basket. Last fleece to come on for the Woodville team, the Balance Club, Young Farmers Club down there. Quick clean up, they've got a skirt, but they've just fallen a wee bit behind the other two teams because they're away with the brooms. Masterton Young Farmers Club down here on table number 1, finishing touches to the clean up. They're just going to flick through the locks and second pieces. The Wairarapa team in the middle, they're into the clean-up as well. Not going to be long. They're going to get the time taken very shortly. Time clock stopped in the middle and on table number 1. Just leaves the balance club down the far end. A few more seconds and they'll be up on the stage. They can stop their time clocks. And there they go. Give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Our New Zealand Young Farmers straight final that was, folks. Martin, Wairarapa, and the Balance Club from Woodville.
Right, once again, a big thank you to Cooper's, the major sponsor there. Cooper's been friends of the Golden Shears for numerous years now.
And of course, they are sponsoring the next event too, the New Zealand Young Farmers Blue Ribbon Final.